Here's what happened on Free Comic Book Day 2025, which each year getting more and more for me, and this year being my biggest and craziest. Took over 8+ hours, drove over 150 kilometers around the GTA to 9 different comic book stores, and stayed till the end for the crazy results. The first comic book store I went to is called Gotham Central Comics, which is always the first one I go to each year because it's the furthest one away from me, and they got a lot more than just comics, and this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, comic book store that I know, and they were giving away 6 free comic books this year. It used to be 7, but still happy with 6. Great store, and here's the 6 comics that I got. The second comic book store I went to is called Nowhere Comics and Collectibles. I've never been there before. It's small but great. You get 1 free comic book. If you purchase something, you get 10 free comic books. So you know I had to buy something, and I got something that I've been wanting, the Sonic DC, and then they gave me 10 free comic books, and then she added 2 more free preview comics, so a total of 12, and here's what I got. The third comic book store I went to is called Thunderstruck Bookstore. I've never been before. The staff are nice, got a lot of books. The limit you could take on free comics was 6, so here they are. The fourth comic book store I went to is called Books Music Videos, which I'd never been to before, didn't know, and wasn't planned for my day. It was across the street from Thunderstruck, and it's like 3 stories of books, being the third one with all the comic books, so I had to buy 3, and then the second floor had the free comics, which you could take a limit of 7. I took 5, and here they are. The fifth comic book store I went to is called Silver Snail, which I go to every year. I like this store, got a great selection, and when it came to free comics, you could take 1 copy of each that they had available, so I got 7, and here they are. The sixth comic book store I went to is called The Flamingo, which I go each year. It's not a big store, but the vibes are great, and they do not have a limit on how many free comic books you could take, and they even had some from last year if you missed out, so I got a total of 19, and here they are. The seventh comic book store I went to, Treehouse Collectibles, which I go each year. Great store, but unfortunately I showed up late and they closed, and I'd even take a video, so on to the next one. The eighth comic book store I went to is called Cyber City Comics. I go each year. It's a nice store, nice staff, and you're allowed to take 10 free comic books, and here they are. The ninth comic book store I went to is called Invasion Inc. I've been there before. It's a nice chill store, solid selection. I bought 3 comics and got 8 free ones, and here they are. So here's the end results. I got a total of 74 free comic books, a lot more than last year, which I also bought 7, so a total of 81 comic books, damn! And 14 of those free comic books, I got more than 1 copy, with the Fantastic Four at my most with 8. Now, why would I get the same comic book more than once? Well, not just because I like, but I like to give away for free to family or friends who couldn't attend Free Comic Book Day or didn't have time to go, or I like to surprise them like I do each year. Should I continue the streak with each year getting more and more comic books from the previous year? You let me know. Thank you for watching, and what did you get? And be ready for next year.